Hi, I'm Bobby Nixon Peterson, and today I've got a drill for you that's going to help you with two things. It's going to help you with your backswing, and then it's going to help you with your transition, your downswing, and getting into a good impact position. So I want to explain this drill to you. You're going to need a 7-iron and a sand wedge. So the sand wedge you're going to actually put under your right heel, or your back heel I should say, on the ground. So I've got my sand wedge on the ground here, and I'm just going to step on the face of the club with my heel. So you can see how this club's going to come up, and I want it to just be the grip to be in line with my toe here. And then I want to take my stance, and what you can see is how I've got about a hand's width away from my left knee, or my lead knee here, and the grip of this club. So the backswing part that this is going to help you with is really getting a good turn and a good coil. So one thing I learned from Jim McLean is the X factor. So it's really getting an understanding of what a powerful backswing looks like in terms of how the body rotates. So in the X Factor book, Jim talks about how the upper body is going to turn and coil more than the lower body. So an example of a powerful swing would be the knees turning 20 degrees, the hips turning twice as much as that, so 40 degrees, and then the upper body turning twice as much as that, so let's say 80 degrees. The more we can turn our upper body against a stable lower body, or the more I can increase the gap, the differential between how much the hips turn and how much the shoulders turn, that's going to be a more powerful swing. So if I can get the lower body to be slightly more stable and to get a big upper body coil, so here I've definitely had some turn in the knees, you can see some turn in the hips, and a big coil of my upper body, that's a nice powerful backswing. So when I get back into this setup here, what you're going to see and feel is if I get too much coil with my lower body, if I end up having my hips and my knees turn too much, my knee is going to hit the grip here. So when we make this swing, I want to make it and keep my knee just a little bit of distance away from this shaft here. So as long as I make a big upper body coil and avoid having my knee hit the shaft here, I've created a good X factor, a nice powerful motion. So the second part of this is another thing that I've learned from Jim McLean, is that your right heel, or your back heel if you're left-handed, ends up leading the downswing motion. So my right heel is going to come up off the ground as I transition, and you can see as my heel comes up off the ground as I turn, the shaft ends up laying down on the ground. So for those of you that struggle to get forward in your downswing and to get off your trail side, this part of this drill is going to be really good for you. So I'm going to get here set into this ball. I'm going to make a practice backswing. I can feel how my knee is not touched, and as I transition down, I feel how I'm getting off my right heel. My right heel is coming forward as I transition, and I would be able to strike down, and that shaft's on the ground. So let's take a look at what this would look like. Practice this drill if you want to work on a good backswing coil, really understanding how the body should turn. And if you're trying to get off your trail foot, you're really trying to get forward in a good way and get into a good, powerful impact position. Hopefully this drill will help you. Good luck.